Hi everybody, welcome back or hello if you're new. My name is Febrith and today I'm going to give you a quick tour of my room of requirement. It's been changed quite a bit since the last time I did this. Some new things have come in, particularly for Wizarding World. I've still got a lot to do. I'm still trying to use this room as literally my room of requirement for everything. Beauty room, doing my YouTube videos for my Skyrim channel, and work. I have my real life work in here. This is my actual office. So yeah, let me show you what's going on and what's new. We've got company arches here and inigos here as well. So no doubt you'll see them as we go along. All right then, let's get into it. Okay, well, starting at the windowsill, basically I've got my little herbology section right here. Various things light up. There's a herbology candlestick, the little mandrake doodad over there that I've just popped a few flowers in. And then I've got my, because it does get quite hot in here in the summer, so I've got my old sort of retro fan. And then a beautiful amethyst crystal and little candle. And then going on round, here's my pretend window. I love this thing. I absolutely love the little guy that's hanging on in there for dear life. I think that's cute and it works for me. And then up there on the clock, I actually painted the hands because they were white and they just looked awful. I have got my eye on that dragon clock from Bradford Exchange, which roars when the hour strikes, but it's not here yet. If you can hear my floorboards creaking, it's because this house is like 204 years old, so 204-year-old creaks as well, I'm afraid. Okay, so up there I've got a few little houses that I built, a few wands. I honestly can't even remember where they came from now. Some crystals on the pretend mini spiral stair thing. And then coming on down, I love my little plague dude. I know it's quite gothic, but he is, well, I'm an old goth, and he is an incense burner, and he's just beautiful. A little Harry Potter platform play thing, a music box, you know. And then coming on down to the next shelf, we get to the Shire and my Light of Galadriel, Thorin's Key, this fantastic thing, which, oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. And then we come down to Skyrim. I've got my dragon, breathing fire, all my homemade potions for Skyrim, which was a huge amount of fun. And then this light I really love. If I turn the camera around, it might be a bit better. I absolutely love this light so much. It's got a great light on it. It really brightens up the room massively. And this unit is new. So I had to get this. I literally had to because there are 5 drawers. And I had no space for all my crafting stuff. So that's all in there now. Here's Inigo, fast asleep. He's got absolutely nothing to say to us. Hey, dude. Say hi to everyone. They all remember when you were a baby and now you're a massive, great chunky lad. With his very camp bow tie on. Then we come across to the desk and I have this really beautiful Hogwarts frame with a Skyrim picture in it. Because why not mix your genres? And then this lamp, oh my god, if you ever see this lamp for sale anywhere, don't buy it. It's absolutely awful. 60 quid, and you're supposed to tap it. There you go. There's no light coming out of that whatsoever. You can see nothing. If you tap it again, you get like a spotlight. Again, hardly anything. It's the worst lamp in the entire history of lamps. So save your money. I also got this little vintage paper rack, which I thought was fun, with a little wand in there. And then a bit more Skyrim. That's all pretty much the same as it was. I do love my dragon. I think it was supposed to be an ashtray, but for me it's a potion holder. And then going on up, we have that gorgeous boy. He's the same. This potion shelf has changed somewhat. We have this beautiful little Hedwig trinket dish, which, you know, I don't think there's anything in there, but it's nice to have. This came from a subscription box. I honestly can't remember which one, probably Wizardry Crate. It's a very nice potion anyway. And then look at this thing. That came from Temu. Cheap as chips and yet so romantic, and I just love that. And then this shelf again, I think apart from the spine candle, which actually came from Amazon, I think that's pretty much stayed the same also. I do love this very steampunk feather quill. That is cool, right? Or is it just me that thinks that? And then these iron candlesticks, I've had them for donkey's years, honestly. When I first moved up to the north of England 23 years ago, these were one of the first things that I purchased. And then there's that gorgeous boy too. All right then, oh my goodness, so this has changed quite considerably. On the top, this is a feat of engineering to keep all this up there and so that you can see everything. Obviously it doesn't get dusted. Can you imagine? Nightmare. But we've got Nibbler from Futurama, Bagpuss, which was my clubbing handbag when I used to go clubbing. Baby Grogu, because obviously he's adorable. Couple more potions and things, and this was the broken thing that came from Charmed Aroma, but I've just put some like bandages in there, oddly. I know it's weird, but kind of fitting, right? Couple more wands right up at the top there, and the sorting hat, and then the Mina Lima books just carrying on. And then this is one of my favorite things, this thing right here. Hang on a second. There we go. Let me bring it down. It is so gothic and so romantic and so lovely. You can see where the paint has burned from actually using a candle in it. So for now, it's living up here until I find somewhere else to put it. And there's also another spine candle holder thing there. I have a lot of styles, wizarding and Harry Potter and all of those things, but also a little bit for the macabre. And this light up picture, he's new. He came from Amazon also, and I just love him. Look at him. He's so cute, and it's so wizardy and beautiful. There's my black cat above the door. Don't look at the filthy walls, which, oh my God, when we had the loft redone recently, I need to repaint in here in various spots. And then just coming around to the corner of the room, there's Malfoy Manor. So coming back over here to the shelves, we've got the Felix Felicis potion there. All of these little vintage box type things, they contain all sorts of crafting bits and pieces. And then there's my two pygmy puffs, the big mama and the little baby. And then this section is mainly all Hogwarts of various kinds. This one's a little light up candle from Futurama, Charmed Aroma. And this one is lovely. I like him too. He lights up, but not very brightly. And then we've got a couple of Dementors. Again, that's another candle holder. Another Hogwarts in there. And then all this stuff, I actually put it up for Halloween and never took it down because I just like the look of it. It actually does light up orange. And then coming on down, we've got it's actually a hair clip, which is the diadem. And then on the next shelf, there's a right old mixture of things. I love this shelf, actually. It's really eclectic. It's got the background of the Marauders map. And then all the round things. Crystal balls and snow globes. This from Bradford Exchange. I love that lamp. Over on the back there, as you can see, we've got a brass owl. And then the veil. And this, you can put a candle in and this turns around. Not very straight, but it's cool. And as you can see, there's all sorts of things. Just weird little odds and ends and bits and pieces that I love. And this globe with some scrolls in, because you can never have too many scrolls, right? And then down on the next shelf, we've got my school trunk, which is full of all sorts of things, and that's pretty much the same as it was. And then Hedwig in his cage, the ruined cup, some treasure for the Niffler, and then that candle, this beautiful thing also with the cat. I just love Gothic arches. If I was allowed to, you know, design my own home, be afraid, be very afraid. And then down on the bottom shelf, that's all my crafting stuff in the corner. And I really need to sort this out as well. At the moment, there's just a couple of books and candles and a box, which the kittens, the two new kittens, Holmes and Watson, they're obsessed with those. So yeah, I need to sort that out, really. I need to move them out of the way. And then down here on the drawers, I put in some handles, some new handles, and they are very cool, right? They came from Etsy. And then I just made this curtain here to hide all my crap, which is behind it. Sewing machine, embossing machine, and other bits and pieces. So just coming on back, we've got the 9 3/4 platform sign. That also lights up. It's fun. And then books, another owl. I do love them. A few little mini potion things. And then a compass and just bits and bobs. And as you can see, my light switch has got Doctor Who. And then here is the shelf. I've got a sonic screwdriver, actually. The 11th Doctor's coming to go on this arrangement. But my pride and joy at the moment, it used to be Rusty, which I still love to bits. I mean, he lights up, and I won't do it now because it's a pain to get to. But now it's my Ironsides serving me a cup of tea, my Dalek Ironsides, which is just brilliant, right? I love it so much. Anyway, so here we go. This is really for all the geeks and freaks and nerds and dorks out there that, you know, have a range of loves, you know? Okay, and then down here, this has got so many splats of wax on it, and it really needs changing. But here's a little herbology section. Various mushrooms and books and my little Stonehenge burner and greenhouse number 3. Then coming on to the actual door, so here are my pins. I've got to stop buying them. As you can see, there is literally no room unless I buy really super teeny tiny ones, which of course I never do. These are my favorite ones on this little board here. And then on the castle shaped board are all the others. And again, there are some really nice ones on there, which I can't fit onto the little one. So there we go. There's my Hogwarts acceptance letter addressed to me at my Skyrim address. And then my handbags, couple of lounge flies, and this Danielle Nicole. I don't have many. How many bags does a girl need, honestly? And these are pretty much all I could ever need. We've got some new artwork. I love that. And there's a lot going on over here. A lot. It's a real big old gallery wall. And then here's my Mirror of Erised right here. And I love that. It's got a whole bunch of necklaces on there. Mostly, I mean, some of them are... Here's a little Mirror of Erised necklace, which looks like mother of pearl on the back. It's lovely. There's a Hogwarts acceptance letter one, a Felix Felicis one. Hello, I'm doing this bit on my phone. And then this Mirror of Erised, this was a candle that came from Charmed Aroma, but I'm using it as somewhere to store my makeup brushes. And we have this lovely lamp. This came from Dunelm, and so did the other one, actually. I absolutely love them. You can just plug them in. You don't have to wire them into your wall. And they're kind of Antiquacian and old-fashioned looking, which I really enjoy. Okay, now I need to negotiate my way around my chair. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So underneath the... Oh, just in time. Look at that. Just underneath the Mirror of Erised, we've got this clock. And I don't know how old this is. I just don't know. It's got a little mouse on it, and I love it. It dings the half hour and the hour, which I know you might find really annoying, but I just love having the sound of clocks. And then down here, there's just makeup and stuff, honestly. It's just, you know, a makeup shelf, as is the next one along. And this has got my herbology certificate and these little light up flowers, which I thought were really cute. My homemade mandrake and my mimbulus, fire seeds and so on. And me and my mum. And then coming on around further, I think this has stayed pretty much the same. Slight changes, another owl, my books, my bank vault, my headwig. And this is the headwig that if you turn it on, it sits on your shoulder on like a little metal plate, and it turns its head and talks to you, which is just lovely and charming. And then basically we get over to here, which is my little steampunk shelf, and then Fallout, because who doesn't love Fallout? And then that's my PC, which is very boring, so underneath there, so I won't bother showing you all that lights and rubbish. All right. Oh, I forgot to show you the lampshade. It's a birdcage with Cornish pixies on, because, you know, they're always fun, right? And finally, here's Archie. Arch, say hi. Oh, he's a handsome boy. Okay, well, I think that covers just about everything. Do let me know what you think about it in the comments. What are your favourite genres, and what do you have in your room of requirement? I would love to know. Okay, that's it. I woke up this morning feeling medieval, hence floppy sleeves. Okay, take care. Stay safe, everybody.